There is nothing like basketball in the state of Indiana, and Final Four fever, it's alive and well here.
Warren Township, welcome to downtown Indianapolis, here in the heart of the Circle City. And I stand here in front of the NCAA headquarters, which means it must be that time of year. Yes, it's time for March Madness. Better yet, Warren Madness. President Burke, Dr. Hanson, and members of the board, welcome to the March edition of Inside Warren. Our goal continues to be to invest in safety and operational excellence, while at the same time investing in efficiencies. Again, it is March here, spring is upon us, and we are so excited. Not only are we excited as a city to host a lot of basketball, including the Big Ten men's and women's tournament, which are coming up this month, but also will be a host site for the NCAA tournament. So as downtown starts to transform itself for basketball tournament time, we in Warren Township will continue to transform our school community one building at a time. And today we're going to take a look of the much talked about, but for the first time, seeing the new locker room at Warrior Stadium. We're also going to head back to the high school and check in with Principal Taylor as well as Dr. Rogers to take a look at the new G hallway renovation, as well as the new renovation in the Career Center and the new print shop. I am so excited about that. Dave Prevost, you definitely deserve this opportunity. So we're going to get ready for some basketball, and we're going to come back later and talk a little bit about Warren Madness. So sit back, relax, and come inside Warren.
I am so excited to bring you into our learning space. As I mentioned before, one of our goals was to ensure that our students and staff have a safe but beautiful, efficient place to learn. So as you look into our new space here, you'll notice that again, we've brightened the walls somewhat. We've additionally taken care of just some of those housekeeping things that for years needed to happen, but really could only happen on a large scale. Interesting enough, our downstairs and upstairs sort of mirrors each other. And when you have HVAC issues in one part, you would have HVAC issues in the other. And so the plan had to be one in which we could redo the space and make sure that in doing so, we took care of all of those things. So if you take a look up, you'll notice the clean lines of our tiles. You'll notice that we have lots and lots of board spaces in most of our classrooms. One of the best parts here is if you are a teacher that teaches multiple preps, so I'm talking and preaching to my teachers, it's horrible when you have to keep erasing things. But we did install in some of our classrooms the sliding board. So if I'm teaching Algebra 1 one period, and then I get over here and we got to get ready for the SAT, or we got to make sure we have our agenda, this allows us to be able to slide and go, slide and go. We got something interesting here, slide and go though. So it allows for student access as well as teacher access. If you'll look around too, we've got new desks. These desks allow for our students to be more mobile. This is set up more in a collaboration model where students can work together, but can also be changed for example, we had testing, good old fashioned roles. And so again, more functional, more access, cleaner lines, windows, you name it, we've got it. We continue to grow as a school, we continue to grow as a district, and so we're excited that the spaces that we provide for our students to learn can be bright, can be welcoming, and allow our staff to do what they need to do to make sure students have what they need to learn. So, welcome to Warren.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Walker Career Center. We're here at a little update today on our construction project. We're in the graphic design lab, our digital design pathway. This room is almost done. We're excited about it. We've got the new cabinets going in, the new countertops set up, and getting ready for our new computer lines, computer desks here. Got the dark room almost finished, and the office space is getting ready. So we're excited about the progress in this room and other rooms here at the Career Center. So we're in our fashion lab. This is obviously being renovated. We've got our new fashion tables set up here for our sewing machines all along the back here as well. and new storage, new cabinetry. It's really coming along. It's going to be a great space when we're done here. Maybe by spring break we should be ready and wrapping up, so we have kids back in here right after the break. And now we're in our print shop. Most of you may know that. You know, we do all of our Township printing in here, and it got a facelift as well. We got some new ceiling, new lighting, new paint, obviously, that matches the rest of the Career Center as well. And then in the old classroom space, we've expanded, give ourselves more lab space in here for the print shop. We also took out a bank of windows here so that a lot of the industrial equipment can roll into this space and use that for the print shop. So that's really where we're at, an update for the construction of the Career Center.
Welcome back. We told you we had a special treat for you today. So as we take a look at the brand new locker room that's in the process of being constructed at Warrior Stadium, the next conversation that we're going to have is around branding. And we're honored and privileged to work with the internationally known Section 127. And they specialize in all the cool graphics and branding strategies that you could ever dream of. And just in case you don't know about Section 127, they partner with Sports Graphic and Eastside Business on a lot of projects. So the visuals you see on the JW Marriott, they've done Super Bowls, they've done Final Fours, they've done collegiate facilities, and now they're coming to the Far East Side to work with us. So let's go in and see exactly what they have in store for Warren Central High School. All right, we are here inside Section 127, the headquarters. This is where all that magic happens. All those beautiful images and branding that you see on the international level, it all starts right here. And we have our special guest today, Mr. Kevin Gormo. And Kevin, if you could share with us your position here.
Executive Director of Experiential Design.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Section 127, not only just the company, but some of the partnerships that you have.
Yeah, so Section 127 is a strategic branding agency born from Sport Graphics, 40-year-old company that was a signage and print production company.
Located on the Far East Side, right there in Warren Township.
Located on the Far East Side, started by Frank Hancock.
That's right.
40 years ago. Section 127 now, President Angela Hill, also Warren alum. So obviously the pride of the East Side runs deep in the halls.
Absolutely. So yeah, that is a great historical analysis, and again, those connections to the Far East Side, that's pretty special, and that's why we're partnering with you. So tell us a little bit about just some of the work that you guys do, whether it's here in Indianapolis, because we know this is the amateur sports capital of the world. But also just internationally, because you guys are pretty much everywhere now with your work.
Yeah, so the agency's kind of split up into two kind of branding houses. We've got an event side that does a lot of the event decor, event branding. So we are the agency of record for the NCAA championships. So all championships, D1, 2, 3, we design logos, branding, court design, tickets, the stadium venues, the locker rooms. For all championships, right? So wrestling, Frozen 4, all the way to we're in March, everything that you see on TV in March. Wow. So we are everywhere in that regard.
Kevin, so we have seen a growth just in the importance of branding just as a whole, and you just went through some of those different entities that you guys work with. However, there's also been a growth just in the K through 12 space, locally, and I would imagine just nationally. So what have you seen in terms of the growth of importance of branding and marketing in the K through 12 space?
Yeah, growth is the word for sure. It's an arms race, right? Just like in universities, they want the coolest things, it's a part of their brand, but it's building the passion almost from the ground up, right? It's building that passion, that connection to your communities, all the way through, and it's no different from collegiate levels and that amateur sport level. So starting from the ground up is really now getting more and more important, just like in any youth sports. It's just starting earlier and earlier, and it's an arms race.
We know here inside Warren, we know a little something about branding ourselves. Again, you're an expert in this area. Again, you've worked with people from around the world. What do you think about our branding? If you look at the customized Inside Warren construction hat, as well as the Warren operations branded polo here. What are just your thoughts as an expert?
Well, uniquely enough, we did that logo.
You did this logo?
We did that Township logo for you guys. So I'm obviously partial into knowing what that is and understanding, but the way that you guys are executing it is to a T.
It's all about the delivery, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about the process. Okay, Kevin, we are now in a room that you guys refer to as the barn. And just from the look of it, there's a lot of collaboration and just some of that creativity that's involved with design around branding. So we have a print here. If you could talk to us a little bit about what does that process look like for you when you're going into creativity design mode?
Yeah, so we try to keep the process as easy as possible for the client, right? We know it's their first time or they don't get to do this as often as us. So we know that they have a lot of passion in that. So we try to keep it as simple for them as possible. So in the simplest form, it's intake, design, execute. We intake, we understand the brand, we understand what message, what story needs to be told. We understand where the best locations are in the space that we need to start to allocate that content. It's based on travel, right? Based on visitors travel, players travel, fans, engagement with what the branding is going to be. Then we get to the fun part. We start to design it. We start to take those elements, we design displays, executions, instances that allow us to really portray and tell that story in unique, innovative ways. From there, present it to the team, we have our conversations, we talk through materials, how we want to really bring it to life in the space. We get to that point and we start to produce it, install it, and watch the fans engage.
So tying all of this together, as we mentioned at the start of this interview, once again, we will partner with you to, in essence, be in charge of all the creative design and branding for the new locker room at Warrior Stadium, also known as the Larry Willen locker room. If you could share with us, because in the past, the recent past, we partnered with Section 127 with the Hall of Fame inside of Warren Central High School. So what type of, I would say, strategies will you carry over from the Hall of Fame into the new locker room, and just what are just some of your general thoughts around this project?
Yeah, so kicking off this new project, working with CSO, the familiarity with our materials, how we want to execute things, we're going to roll right into this. We get to start designing the cool stuff, right? The moments that are going to get on Instagram, that are going to get all those moments and all those hot takes. So we're excited about that. We've already got some cool concepts ready to present to you guys, so we're looking forward to it.
We want to thank our friends again from Section 127 for that fabulous tour and just giving us a little insight of what that process looks like on the design phase. But now we are here on site at Warren Central High School. We are right outside of the new Larry Willen locker room. And the reason why our board, our superintendent, we're so blessed that they named this locker room after the legend Larry Willen. Coach Willen was a business teacher, football coach, and track coach here at Warren Central High School for over 50 years. He was a member of all 9, I repeat, all 9 state football championship teams, as well as all 4 of our boys track state championship teams. But it's not about athletics purely, because he made equally the same impact as a teacher. And he goes back many, many generations, and he may be the most beloved figure in the history of Warren Central High School. So this dedication to Coach Larry Willen and his family is just a small token of our appreciation. But we get the opportunity to hook up with our partners from Powers & Sons and take a look at the construction phase of this new facility.
Well, Marcus, we just walked in the main entrance, and to your right is the electrical room. That's where all the IT and electrical come in, dispersed throughout the building. And over back behind me will be the meeting rooms, 102, 103, 104, 105. They have operable partitions to divide the rooms into different meeting areas.
See that?
We have the motors, the bulkheads in. It's ready to be drywalled now. And then back behind you, or directly to the south, is the athletic training center.
Let's take a walk that way.
Okay.
This is the location of the new athletic training room?
Yes, there's a wall that goes across here that closes us off. It'll be the last wall we put in. because we're going through here with the forklifts for the block work, and we're sitting right where the therapeutical tubs would be.
Okay.
So-
I'll be spending a lot of time in the therapeutical.
Yeah, there's 4 of them that sit right in here, this
Okay.
area. Then you have the washer and dryer room behind us. You have the service area and the coaches' offices over here.
Okay, so Meredith, get ready for your new athletic training room. This is the location of it. Here,
Yes, that's the fire riser.
and this is an entry here as well.
Yes, that's the south entrance.
So if I remember correctly, this is where students, our student athletes, because obviously our athletic training room is co-ed, they'll be able to enter here and go right directly to the training room.
That is correct.
Yeah. It has to be the locker room.
This is the freshman locker room area.
Okay.
The benches were poured this week for the locker room. The benches sit on top of these, and it has a little seating area, which the varsity and junior varsity do not have.
Okay.
So they're doing the wrecking the forms off today. We poured last Friday, wrecking the forms off today, and doing a little bit of cleanup.
Yeah, so again, this will be for the freshman football team as well as our 3 levels of baseball. They'll be able to use this area here, this part of the locker room.
That is correct. And right behind us here, behind this window wall, is the coaches' offices, coaches' area. There's a coach's office over here. This is a big coaches' area. And on the other side is the varsity, junior varsity locker room. So the coaches can look through the windows and observe. And as we go back, this is vestibule 142. There will be an entrance door in this area. Come
Okay.
back to the storage room. This is part of the storage area.
So this is going to be the equipment room here.
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
Yeah, I know we've added a larger equipment room. I know that was important just because in the previous facilities, some of the equipment actually had to be secured in some, let's just say, some non-storage areas just because we had so much.
And both entrance doors do have security card readers on them. So it has to be, the person has to be granted access to get back in this area. This is the varsity JV locker room area.
Okay.
Exposed ceilings in here, so everything's going to be dry fall painted, and it has exposed ceilings in here.
So the ceilings are open?
Yes,
Yeah.
just in the, there's 4 areas in this building that have open ceilings: the storage, the mezzanine, the electrical room, and the varsity locker area.
The mezzanine, okay. We want to thank you for this fabulous tour. There's been a lot of talk about this facility, and obviously our students, our community see the construction going on, but this is the first time we had a chance to take a look in it, and we're making a tremendous amount of progress. I know right now we are anticipating July being the completion of this project. So again, we just want to thank you, and thank you for coming inside Warren with us.
Thank you very much.
The ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. In all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen in time. But time is short and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest. It's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best, 'cause inside you knew. In one shining moment you reached for the sky. In one shining moment you knew, yeah. In one shining moment you're willing to try. In one shining